Oh, yes. Just thinking about hospitality. Yes. How I'm to be hospitable. Now, yesterday I was reading a newspaper article about how the prosecuting attorney had to do something, whether he wanted to or not. Yes. But when I asked the prosecuting attorney to do what he had done for a sheriff, yeah, they wouldn't do it. They would not admit the evidence. It's as if, well, we'll keep him in a homeless shelter. Right. We will obstruct him from suing us because we just don't want to spend that time in prison. Now, a lot of these prisons, I had planned on fixing them up for you. See, my thought was during a windstorm, I'd truck in a few tons of flour. Yes. Let the wind blow it throughout the prison. Then I'd give you each buckets of water and rags, and you can go to. I know you're a prosecuting attorney, and you did for a sheriff what you wouldn't do for me. See, you complained about the validity of the underlying protection order. Yes, but neither Clallam County nor Jefferson County would admit the evidence. Just going to be hospitable today. I'm going to design some prisons specifically designed for those that are in office so that when you get there, you got plenty to do. Now, I did redesign the prison, just so you know. I designed them out of recycled garbage, high pressure, dense garbage, so that no doors would slam. They're not made of metal doors. They're the quietest prisons that you'll ever get to stay in because I know how concerned you are about loud noises and how you don't want to be disturbed. Because for some reason you're just so fucking special that you don't have to do for me what you did for the sheriff. Now, I do remember what the state said that if I had a problem with the protection order, I could motion the court. My problem was that when you arrested me for crimes I didn't commit, you wouldn't omit the evidence. I couldn't get my wife for false police report and false arrest. And instead of acknowledging that I wasn't in Squim or in Brendan, you decided to focus on the validity of the protection order right now. Now, I'm going to design some very hospitable prisons for those that happen to be prosecuting attorneys. Quiet as spirit. See, I can design building materials out of recycled garbage using an autoclave and high temperature steam made from HHO gas generator. Through that building process, I can convert the steam to fresh water and I can produce electricity. The prisons that I build are, well, actually, they cost me next to nothing. Oh, you pay me to take away the garbage, right? You pay me to convert it to a building material approximately 4 inches thick. Yes, that if you try to drill through it, it won't. You can't drill through it. It's 2,500 degrees, super dense material. Then I put little webcams up, and then there's that smell technology. My technology does know what you smell like, and if you try to escape, well, go ahead. I put up a nice plastic fence around the whole thing. Yes. If you leave the prison without the permission of the state, you get shot in the head. I never miss. Isn't that nice? Now, for all of you that are prosecuting attorneys, you've been talking out of both sides of your mouth. I just wanted to paint a picture of exactly what I have planned. Now, it says here in, what is it again? Uh, well, these are new prisons specifically designed for those that are in office that said, well, we don't have to do it, we have sworn. Genesis 18:1. Oh, and the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground. Yes. Now, does anybody know who these 3 angels are? You know, when you're going to get arrested for conspiring against the. I designed the prisons for you. Do you understand, prosecuting attorney? See, in the United States, we build most of the prisons out of block and rebar. Yes. But we don't have to do that anymore. We have tons and tons of garbage that can be converted to an actual building material so that when you shut the door of my prison, it's so quiet. Now, I didn't get any phone calls this morning, and it seems to me that you don't get the picture. The picture is that you admitted exculpatory evidence for an employee of the government, but you refused to admit the same evidence for myself. Now, when I said I wanted my sons, you said you're not going to do it. I decided I'd redesign this proof. Well, why don't I get a phone call from my sons today? If you had admitted the evidence that I was on the bus that morning, I could have had my wife remove the fucking protection.